That's...
I think it's David Tennant.
It's
I'm not
fucking
sure.
brutal, whatever it is. And we are fucking live! Hello!
We're fucking live.
Oh, hello, everybody,
Is
and
it
welcome.
In-betweeners?
Might be in-betweeners.
It might be in-betweeners.
We're not starting the show. We're having a discussion. If you know where the line "it's fucking brutal" comes from, post in chat.
Fucking brutal.
Save us from ourselves. In the meantime, hello. This is the show where we hear Tales of Initiative, play through Tales from the Yawning Portal with an eldritch twist. I don't know why I chose to do that gesture. I am your GM, Matt, and I am so pleased to be telling this story with our delightfully daring and frighteningly fantastic cast of players.
I love Unhinged Matt so much.
Danny, Haley, and Sam. Oh man, it's gonna be a good one today. It is a bummer. It is a bummer that Bun and Mark are not here. However, Narkissa and Mirik will still be here. I will make sure to roll low for them so that they're not sneak attacking and greasing all of my enemies out of existence. But they're still here, helping y'all out. And before...
So we're blessing the NPCs is what I heard.
Yes, exactly. Before we continue this tale, I have some... Normally our announcements are like, we do them every time. We have fun with them. But this, I want to say, this might be the most important set of announcements we ever do. I just got to say that right now. So I'll save the biggest for last. And to start off with, shameless plug. Sponsors, Day 20 is currently having a February re-release celebration sale. So 20% off a bunch of stuff that's all gotten a fresh coat of paint. Taken some AI art out, replaced it with some cool, dope CC light art. And that includes Blightcaller, which is what Haley's playing for Winnie the Ranger. That includes College of Satire. That includes the House of Too Many Miseries, which we've streamed on this channel a bunch. And if also, tomorrow, a brand new release is coming out for all you sorceress folk that want to get a little dark and twisted with your subclasses. A new sorcerer subclass is coming out. I'm very excited, so stay tuned for that. And if all of that wasn't enough, special double sponsor Mabaggin DBZ Fusion Dance between me and Conlon. We are partnering on a Kickstarter called Temperamental Upgrades that has been funded. It's happening. We're gonna make a zine with all kinds of crazy unhinged stuff for Cyborg. So if you want to put us on your bookshelf, then go check out that Kickstarter. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Alrighty, that's sponsors. This is the big one. This is the one. Today's content warning and stuff is gonna be super brief because I want to spend some time on this one. This is some shenanigans we got going on. Because we're here on Twitch, coming to you live with our horrific and delightful selves. And obviously you can thin the veil and make some weird stuff happen, bending our tail to your vicious whims. And let's say you missed joining us live. There's always YouTube, where you can see all of our past episodes for our 3 primary campaigns, along with clips and one-shots and charity events and all that good stuff on the VODs, on the YTs. But things are about to get even better. Because on March 1st, we'll be launching, we're not kidding about it anymore, we really do have premium content, Tales of Initiative Patreon! Ah! Yeah! You'll be able to get not only access to more content, but you'll be able to help us tell the tale that you want to see. So I'm gonna actually switch over to our battle map. We're the roll initiative for Patreon. I have a little preview image. Also, I'll note that GameStop, as one of our sponsors, their logo is finally in a little sponsor reel. But when it's on this image, you can't see the game because it's in black font. So it's just a really ominous red stop. Just so you're aware, I'm not telling you to stop as a human being. There's just an invisible game happening. But this is a little preview of what we've got going on in the Patreon plans. As a friend of Tales, you'll be able to get monthly mini tales. These will be written or audio or some sort of little format, little burst of extra story for you. It might be a little bit more lore on the tales we're telling. You might get special flashback scene from one of the heroes' backstories, or perhaps one of those like little cutscene deals that I do about Papa or Grimma, something like that. And you'll see it in like written form or audio form or something like that, so that you, the patrons, are the only ones that get those extra little juicy bits of lore, and they will potentially come up in stream, and you'll be like, ah, I get that reference. For a little bit more, you can become a Shepherd of Tales, which means you get to participate in polls that'll be twice a month that will decide what kind of special events we do, what kind of one-shot systems we run, what monsters the PCs might have to fight, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to not just vote on those polls, but actually potentially decide what goes into those polls, along with designing monsters, plot points, events, locations, characters, all kinds of stuff, basically being our co-GMs, then there is the Teller of Tales tier, where you get to basically be an executive producer. We will solicit you for feedback. You can have a discussion, a dialogue. There might be a premium Discord channel that comes with that. We're still figuring out exactly what form it'll take, but you will absolutely get a chance to really influence the tales that we are telling on this channel. It's very, very exciting. So, all of this is just the beginning. I can promise you we have a ton of ideas. Oh God. We've disappeared into the fractal universe.
Sorry.
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'll fix it. I'm sorry.
I'm fixing it.
Daddy!
No.
Daddy!
I fixed it. I'm sorry. My camera's been weird all day.
Okay.
You're doing amazing, darling.
We're doing it. We're back. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Join us as a patron so we can fucking fix these cameras.
Yes. Please.
Please, for the love of God, let us get streaming equipment.
Oh my God, that would be
Yes.
incredible.
Oh,
But I can promise you we have a ton of other ideas in the works. This is just the beginning. So come join our community on Patreon starting March 1st. It's going to be exciting. But that's enough for marketing. I've shilled all I can. I am but a shell of my former shilling self. It's time to get
wait,
to
I
this.
have a small artificer moment.
What? Oh,
Please
yes.
buy my dice.
Yeah, please buy my dice.
Please buy my dice.
Please eat Sam's dice.
Do not, no, for legal reasons, do not eat the dice. Do not eat the dice. There's no eating of the dice. I make dice. It's under Raven and Riddle. It's at Raven and Riddle everywhere. It's ravenandriddle.com. Go buy dice. They come specifically
very
from me and
eatable,
can be
but-
bussed by my dog, so enjoy.
And Thin the Veil.
And yes, Thin the Veil is up and running.
It's
it
not.
should. It's not.
up and
It's
running,
not
is
up
what
and
I was
running.
Trying to just
Very subtle, and I
in
fucking
there.
ruined it. Great job. This is why I suck at flirting.
Thank God you're married.
Yep, I solved that problem. Ugh. I don't want a dummy mommy. I just appreciate clear communication. And moving on.
Porque no las dos.
Porque no las dos. So,
You
get
can't
ready.
say that when I've seen you do it on stream. I have.
Oh God, Fireboss eating everything. Oh no, all the screens are black. This is the fight. Fucking tech issues from hell today. Incredible. Can anything go right? Find out today. Anything else we want to talk about before we actually get started? The veil consumes us. If not, then let us remind ourselves what happened when last we told our tale. Winnie, Pebble, Narcissa, and Myrick have bargained with Grimma Bainsalt for the temporary partial release of Daja, one of the original adventurers that first set foot into the Sunless Citadel just a few weeks ago. Although to us, it might feel like years. And now, they are searching the halls of Kundrakar for a rumored archwizard's library that could contain all manner of lore and magical gains. But undead haunt these halls. It's a haunting hunt. And things have already proven to be terrifying. Winnie was so frightened by the ghost of a dwarven warrior skulking these halls that she's aged 30 years in the wink of an eye. Although it's tough to tell, with just her fungi showing some visible changes. Fae just age spectacularly. Myrick was apparently so shocked by this occurrence that a third eye opened on her forehead, matching the odd occurrence that was already granted, Pebble with an extra ocular orifice. I love alliteration. Having forced the specter to retreat, the group has rested at a brackish well in the northern halls, and that is where we'll be picking up. You all are rested. After your short rest, roll them hit dice if we have not already done so, and you are finishing your various bites of rations or sips of water skins. And for some, questions are burning. Things left unsaid for fear of listening duergar might now have a chance to be said. But what do you do?
So as we're sitting around, I think I would love to do a perception check just because Daja's like that.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone listening.
Sure. Give me that perception check.
13.
13. Doesn't seem like anyone's around. It's just you guys in this little dark hall next to the, that well. It's just a very simple, like 1 foot, 2 foot tall lip of stone around a basin of water. It is big, but it's simple.
How long ago was it that we opened the door and looked in? Like
minutes. Minutes to seconds, depending on when you want to say that you checked that. But you've opened it, checked in. The duergar were like, "Hey." You were like, "Hey."
None of them looked like they were like gonna get up or anything.
None of them looked like they had little glasses like ready to like put against the door or anything.
Cool.
So I don't think that we're being listened to, which is lovely, but I wanted to be very clear with everyone. The work that I've been doing here has been very engulfing for me. I haven't gotten a lot of information. I have been thinking about the fact that I'm not entirely sure about the morality of this project, and I've been kind of thinking about working in a back door that will let us destroy it if we need to, or if someone needs to, because I don't. Did it feel like Crown to anybody else? It's like Crown. I mean, I guess I'm the only one who's seen it.
No, I think that's exactly the vibe we got from it, right?
Okay, so I don't know how much I've told, at least Winnie, about this.
I think I'm the only one that's seen it, actually.
You were the only one that's seen that artifact that the duergar are crafting.
Yeah.
Other than
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah, I saw it and I got I definitely got a vibe from it, like a crown vibe.
Okay,
Obviously.
I'm glad that's not just me. So when we first started this adventure, I was given several different visions, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure about them. I don't really know where they came from. As you know, my ancestor is Vidabel, but that's not where I draw my power from. And I got 2 different visions with the same quote in them from my god that I like actually serve. It's a long story, but anyway, that said, "If the King of Minds is crowned, gods will die." So I got that twice, and I'm not entirely sure what it means or how that relates. It feels like it relates, but I don't. No, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know whose side we're on or what to do about it.
My assumption is we're not on the good guy side here. But doesn't mean that we can't do some good, right? Especially if you've got a failsafe. Do you want to... Not that I'll understand it, but I can tell Papa about it at least if you want to tell me what the deal is.
I haven't quite worked it out yet.
Okay.
Because it's so lovely to talk to people who are not Vidabel. Oh my god. The duergar don't speak with me, and Vidabel is just an enigma wrapped in a confusion, wrapped in possibly the most frustrating Jew that's ever been. And it's so lovely to talk to normal people. I'm not entirely sure about the morality of either the statement or the work or anything that's going on. I'm not. I don't have anything to base it on. The making of a sword is not an amoral act. It's the user of the sword that brings morality to it. But I don't know where that falls in here, and I don't know what to do. So I do have a way that I can build in a failsafe. I wasn't sure if it was worth doing, and I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I've been here with less than ideal company. I don't really know. So anyone's feelings are welcome and treasured. Thank you.
I mean, it sounds like you're overthinking it.
Oh yes,
A
no,
lot.
that's fair.
Because it seems like you already made up your mind that it is immoral, or at least wrong, if not immoral. So if you feel like it's wrong, why does it matter if it's moral in this case or not? If you feel like it's wrong, why are you doing it?
What are you basing that? Where are you getting wrong from?
Well, you said that it doesn't feel good to you to be
It doesn't.
doing
Very
this.
little feels good to me, though.
Well, yeah, but if it feels so off, I think that you're overthinking that. More. You're putting morality on it when it's. I'm not very smart, but
I think you just mean like trust your gut, right?
Yeah, that.
Interesting. All right. Thank you, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I agree, and I will not give you any further comments. No.
Efficiently helpful. All right.
I think that like Mirik was saying, this is a military organization that probably may, and I feel like if Grimma knows about Papa, then he's somewhat of a person to note. And if they're building this, then they're going to build it with or without you. So maybe adding a failsafe is to protect us more than anything.
I think that's fair.
I agree.
Yeah.
Have I told you about the different enchantments on this crown cage object thing? Okay. So a lot of this I've been weaving into the actual metallurgy of the machine, which has been very interesting, and I'm excited to work on under not duress at some point. Basically, whatever is being crowned by this object is going to have it's basically going to be mind controlled by whoever's controlling it. But in addition, the way that them having me make the object is to make sure that it cannot be affected by magic. So I think it's in the second one that I would like to build the failsafe so that there are kinds of magic that can get through, but I have to do it very carefully so the duergar don't see that I'm doing that, which is a lovely challenge, and I'm actually quite excited about it. But I wanted everyone to know what was going on, I suppose.
Yeah. Could Chuck, I don't know how it works at all, but could there be like an inside panel that still has runes on it that you could cover up with the runes they want you to say?
Well, that's brilliant. I didn't even think of hiding it. I was going to weave it in under the other magics and hope they didn't see, but that's lovely.
I didn't know if it was
my goodness.
possible, but maybe.
What? If I can make it very corroded, an easily corroded material, and then place that on top of the hidden, Daja just goes into deep specifics about how this can happen and how it is possible. And we'll continue to do that unless anybody stops them.
Pebble's eyes have glazed over. She understands nothing.
Does the light being take a form that is visible?
The glowing orbs sort of congeal into the rough outline of a humanoid figure. It's not recognizable in terms of you would mistake it for someone.
Yeah, cool.
If you didn't know what was going on and it just rounded the corner, you might make the an angel. It might be one of those fear not. I come with good news from a burning bush.
You also watched Midnight Mass recently?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. I was gonna see if we needed to roll for hotness.
Physical? Like to
It's
touch?
very bright.
Very bright.
Very bright. I rolled a 15 for hotness, whatever that means.
Lovely.
Reminds me of this one meme that I saw. Be not afraid, and they were like, "Ooh," and he said, "Be more afraid."
Be more afraid. Hold on now.
That's not enough afraid.
Yeah.
No, somewhere in the middle, please.
Yeah.
That's great.
Incredible. Be not afraid. Ooh. Be more afraid. Yeah, maybe Glowman, like, as it just sort of rotates in the room, like randomly doing whatever its idle animation is, however a spell works. It like there's some aspects of its outline are like, ooh. Then for the briefest moment, the wacky waving inflatable arm man looked like it was winking at you, and you didn't hate it.
I'll take it.
Oh god.
Winnie winks.
Did you?
Daja's so involved in their own shit that they're not even listening.
Yep.
They're fully unaware that the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man exists at this moment. They're just like going into like, which metal can I use?
For me, because I think I missed it just a little bit. Did you say the king of gods is crowned? It's bad.
If the king of mines is crowned,
Mines.
gods will die. Mines as in like MINDS.
Mine's yep.
I understand. Yeah, the accent makes it hard. Yes.
No, it's all good. Just double. It's always good to double check.
No, it is good. Yes, if the king of mines is crowned, gods will die. Is
Do I know? Can I think about anything that's called the king of mines?
Yeah. Let's do Arcana.
Can I also try to think of anything that's popped up in my own visions that has anything like that come to mind?
What knowledge skills do you have?
That's a good question. Not very many.
I will roll for Mirik, but I think no matter what I roll on this, Mirik wouldn't necessarily say anything, so I'm just going to roll to see if Mirik could possibly know something. Okay, what the fuck?
Ooh. I got a 17 Arcana check.
Ooh. Okay.
Which I think is just a virtue of seeing the forest, like not being able to see the forest for the trees.
Yes.
And now being able to like back up and.
Okay, actually, what I'll say is make that check again to represent advantage. So you've rolled a 17. Do another roll to see if you get higher.
Oh, that's athletics. Sorry. So that's what you get for rolling dice on the thing. 13. So okay. 17.
Not quite the DC, but yeah, I would say that this is definitely, at the very least, Daja as a data point would be able to provide that it makes no sense. Like this thing, like metaphorically, you've been warned it's a crown. Physically, looks like a fucking crown, which means whatever this thing is, it's got a big ass head because it's a big thing. Like you could stand in it with like room to spare. It's a very large crown.
Yeah, the closest I have is insight. Pebble is an idiot.
That's a wisdom, my darling.
That is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Everything else is -2. That's fine.
You can read exactly what we've told you from us.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, maybe you can tell if Mirik picked up something and isn't sharing it.
Ooh, yes. I love this.
You can do that.
Hey, I got a +6 to insight. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Get it.
Clever cleric, darling. High wisdom.
Oh, that's a nat 20. So 22.
I rolled well. I didn't roll that well. Get him, Danny. Drag him. Drag them. Make them give us knowledge.
Oh man, I rolled for Mirik. The knowledge check, natural 20 with a +6 on Arcana.
Yes, I thought so.
The fucking deception check, a 6 with a +1. So I think everyone sees Mirik just like Like just this like
Yeah.
old fuck face, and including like the third eye, like very clearly, Mirik has had a thought that has caused her to retreat slightly from wanting to offer that thought.
Mm-hmm. Knew it.
You thought of something.
I think of a lot of things.
Well, yeah, but about this.
Don't be obtuse.
It's a stab in the dark. I don't want to build off of a theory that could be wrong. It will
Well,
taint
I mean,
future
we have
evidence.
no theories right now, so one theory could be helpful.
Yes, but then we'll have confirmation bias. If we find data that goes along with that theory, we won't see when it doesn't go along with that theory.
I don't know what that means, but I guess.
I do. It's a valid point.
But wouldn't you just have confirmation bias then?
Right. So this way, I'm getting confirmation bias. The rest of you, who are also bright and notice things, will be able to check me on that.
But we don't know what we're checking you on if you don't tell us.
Right, but I'll know what you're checking me on.
Will you tell us if it ends up being right?
If we find
Before
enough,
it's too late.
if we find enough that it seems more relevant than just a guess, yes.
Okay. All right. I trust you.
Fucking making Mirik promise shit when they're not here. Guys.
Do you pinky promise, Merrick? Do you swear? Let's make a blood pact.
I don't do that.
Mirik lies later, and then Winnie and Pebble start crying about it. You lied to us?
Matthew promised you wouldn't.
There's no winning in this situation. I feel yucky all over.
God.
Mark the back. They're bullying me.
How many times have you killed me, Matthew?
None. You're still once. I killed you once. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I don't know if we can bully you if you've actually killed us. I don't think that's how
The
that
first
works.
TPK on this entire network. Fucking suck it, Billy. Come at me, bro. Your title's a lie.
My space Jew that was literally named after the most important Nazi hunter. Yep. We'll always hate Elphids.
What is the
Not
hallway
most
look
important,
like?
maybe most famous. Sorry, now I'm just talking. Anyway,
What was that, Haley?
What's the hallway look like?
The hallway is I apologize if this is a more flippant answer. I was about to just say it and I realized that's kind of a shitty answer. Dark. Like you're not able to see too. Actually, let me click on you. How much vision you got? Okay, so you're able to see a little bit down the hall, and you notice that there is you can see at least 4 doors. You would guess from Narcissa's report before she scouted like down to the end of the hallway and came back. There's a bunch of doors down this hallway. They are all closed as far as you can tell. So there's like a door to the north, a door to the south, and then it just kind of like keeps repeating in that like door north, door south pattern. And I will also, I didn't put this in the recap. Narcissa did, like when she was scouting, did hear some sort of like pitiful crying sounds coming from one of the rooms.
Oh, I think that.
Oh, she mentioned it, yeah.
Yes, that might be the ghost, right?
Her initial theory was that it could be the ghost.
Maybe I can go and talk to it. So I'm creepy.
I can go with you. Make sure he doesn't cry anything.
yes, I can come as well, darling.
Just give me a little, just a smidge of space, you know, right behind me by a smidge. And I'm gonna listen out for the crying.
Okay.
Do you need some light, darling?
Merrick, can you send the man with me?
Of course.
And I take a hold of the man's hand, even though I can't grab it.
Yeah, you're just sort of floating in time with the glow man.
Yes.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, 18. 22.
22. Walking down the hall. I'm gonna move you, don't be scared. I'm not trapping you.
No, you're fine.
You sort of float forward in time with Glowman, and you're hearing that like sort of low, morose sound coming from this room.
I like get to the room where I could hear the crying, and I assume that they're directly behind me, and I turn around like, not that far behind, not that far. I can't see you.
You've got Glowman.
I know. Okay. Shit, that's scary what I see in front of me.
Yeah. I will also say, yeah.
Can I see that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, let me move us over to the map. Let's everyone see what you see. So, let's get over here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, hey, Patreon stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Let me get rid of that. Hold on. Do. Oh, man, my computer is having one of those real slow days.
Oh,
Apologies.
lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a...
Mine
What a lovely room of death.
is having a time.
Not surprised by you, honestly.
So, at the end of this hallway, so this is the door that you are most likely thinking, just the ominous red stop. Sorry. This is... Stop. This is the door that you're hearing the, that's sort of like... sound coming from. And yes, you do see like bodies, lots of them littering this room. The hallway is starting to open up a little bit into another sort of like bigger chamber, and it looks like there are just bodies all over the floor there.
Well, I think there's crying. Do you think it's worth a chat? A try? Right? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I've got to go
see why
up to
not.
the door. And I before opening it, I go, "Hello? Can I help you?" And I like turn the handle of the door, and I like check the door first. Like I'm looking at to make sure that there's no like wires or anything coming off of it, and I open it. If you want me to make an investigation check, I will.
Give me an investigation check real quick for the door.
Can I help with that?
You'll have to be
I got a-
closer.
14.
So my foundry is freaking out. Can
Freaking
you
out.
Move me.
I can move you, yes. So
Thank you.
I will move Pebble.
Sorry.
Yes, and I'm
Nope,
at the door.
no worries. I'll move Pebble over to the door. Do you want to be on the corpse room side of the door or the hallway side of the door?
I'll be on the corpse side just in case something happens.
Love it. So yeah, as you get closer, you can just see more and more of those. Your torchlight is now casting in, and you can see that there is a well, another well similar to the one that you just finished resting around, and then just orcs and dwarves just piled up around all of each other. Old battle was fought here, and there's like weapon hafts that are disintegrating, the wood just rotting, the axe heads and hammer heads are all rusted. Anything of value has likely been scavenged from this room, but the bodies remain. And I'll say you can have advantage on that investigation check if you'd like to roll again.
I got the exact same thing, 14.
Nailed it. No signs of traps. It is not locked.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so I open up the door and I'm like, I would like to help.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm giving haunted one as I enter the room.
Oh, okay.
So if they're a commoner, I don't know how it works because then they're
Yeah.
They don't feel threatened by me immediately.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay. It's minus 2, so 15. It's not bad.
You said -2, and I was expecting a much worse
Me
result.
too. Yeah.
Okay. You crack open the door, and there's that little bit of light that's filtering in from like the creepy man, not the creepy man, the glow man. There's a little bit of that blue light filtering in. And you do see this sort of dwarven figure hunched in the corner. Little bits of armor to this ethereal blueness. And it's just like looking up over its knees as you enter the room. Help. What help could dust provide? A tortured soul like mine.
Well, I probably should have double checked first. And I like turn my head.
Do not flee my
around.
countenance. You have bothered me in my eternal damnation. What help do you offer?
I don't leave the room. I only turn my head around.
He's sort of. You're
So,
getting this like.
yeah.
There's a very tense like.
Okay. Daya, do you have anything that you can do to actually help? Maybe you could release your soul. Release you so then you can. I don't know. Move on.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything I specifically can do, but I'm happy to help however I can.
As Daya sort of steps into the doorframe, there's this like immediate recoiling, sort of floating back towards the back wall. There's sort of a sense of numbers are changing and noticing the holy symbol somewhere on Daya. Immediately like, is very unsure about things. You
Can I do a thought about how you get rid of ghosts in a good way?
Give me a religion check.
The only way that I know how to get rid of ghosts is quite difficult. And possibly painful? I'm not sure, I've never asked.
What was it? Which
Religion.
check, sorry?
Religion, yeah.
Would I know anything
19.
from Jotunheim?
If you have a religion, you can make a religion check.
I don't have
Yeah, I
religion
mean,
as a proficiency though.
I trained
That's
with
okay.
like a shaman.
Yeah.
So.
I have religion.
Daya, you can make a check. These are all just like, have you heard of something? I'm setting the DC a little bit higher based on just so the proficiency stands out.
19.
No.
12.
Just so the fucking Haley rolls stand out.
Winnie's got a good intelligence and good wisdom. She's got
That's
2
true.
minor stats.
Yes.
So she's got no strength and no charisma.
No Riz, just rolls really
No.
high, so it's a 15 anyway. Daya, what did you have?
A 12.
A 12, and then Pebble, what did Pebble get?
8.
8? Okay. Pebble, you've heard like ghost stories, but that it's literally just that. It's ghost stories. Like you don't have any sort of like actionable information that would lend you towards a strategy here.
I feel like she was trying really hard to teach me, and I just wanted to punch things.
Yeah. It's like
Information out the window.
I think in the sort of the nuance got lost on you, and you basically arrived at a place of like, if I get good enough, I'll be able to punch ghosts, and that's really all I need. I'll say between Daya and Winnie, you both recognize that ghosts are created by like regret, by a feeling of unfinishedness, by death being not a rest, but sort of a deprivation of closure. So if you would need to know more about the person that has become this ghost, but you do know that it is possible to like set a soul to rest, and that there's not necessarily a spell to cast that does it. But if something were to be done and the ghost sort of was aware of it, like it's kind of like convincing them that their soul has been laid to rest almost.
Okay.
What's still on your mind, Di? entirely possible we can send you to the next realm if we can just resolve whatever's going on with you, I suppose.
Yeah, unfinished business.
Daja, give me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, good. That's can be great.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
No.
Oh, okay. 18 with help.
Nice.
There's no help. There's no help. What was the non-helped roll? What was just the first roll?
Let me see. 9.
There we go. I will not have you banish me from the place that I have worked so hard to defend.
We're not threatening you, darling. We don't need you to. I don't think you need to defend this place. It's rather. I mean, if you're defending it, you're defending it for your own sake. It doesn't seem that anyone else is really using it, and it seems
They're all dead.
a massive waste of your
They're
time.
all dead.
And I feel like
I failed them. They're all dead.
you haven't failed anyone.
And G just
Everyone
immediately
dies.
lurches forward, and I need you all to roll
All
for
right.
initiative.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know that you're dead?
Yeah,
You're
of
also
course.
dead. I feel like Daya's like lost any kind of like
I
gentleness.
didn't mean to
Like
click
you're
on that, but-
also dead.
I'm here
Yeah,
to
do you-
parent. I'm all out of gentle.
Exactly.
Do you know that you're dead? Oh, there we go.
Well, you're
I-
attacking us. I
That's
just
the one
want you
I
to
was
know that you're
waiting
dead
for.
before you do that.
I will say that diplomacy does not end with initiative being rolled. It is just that, yeah, this is clearly a very unsettled individual, and you're going to have to to figure it out. Me remind myself of certain details that are important at this moment.
What details, good sir?
Don't worry about it.
Rude.
Rude. Where is this thing? Here we go. There it is. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about the combat music.
Oh, yeah. Oh God, I have so many people to roll for. Who wants to roll for Mirka Narkissa?
I'll roll for
I can
Narkissa.
roll.
Okay,
I'll
you
roll
roll.
for Merrick.
Okay, perfect. Give me initiative rolls. So you can just tell me the dice, and I'll let them know.
Truly,
12,
everyone would
9.
come back angry at me if I rolled for anybody. So
Danny, what
people
was
are mad at me when I roll for myself.
what was Narkissa's roll for initiative, Danny?
12.
12. Okay. What does she have as a modifier? 12, so that is a 15 for Narkissa. And then what did, just as Haley disappears, what did Mirror get?
It was a 9.
Perfect. So that is good. Translates to a 13. And then what did Pebble get?
7.
Love it. And what did Daja get?
5.
And what did Winnie get?
This is what I need.
No!
I love that the only people who got good initiative rolls are the fucking people
even
that are
here.
here.
I literally. Oh,
I'm gonna roll for
I have
Gary.
turned undead. I can do that. That's
I
not
know.
hard.
I know you can. Gary got a dirty 1.
Ooh.
That's-
Oh my god.
I hate that.
Is
Alrighty.
it free to say one thing, or do I have to wait till my turn?
You could say one thing. Yeah.
If you drain any of more of my life, I'll die too.
No. Oh. All out of gentle
Being dumpster
parenting.
about that.
All out of gentle. Winnie.
And
Please
so
don't do that.
it'll be Narkissa's turn. What's Narkissa gonna do? Narkissa is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there, and then do a bonus action dash. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'll do a quick check-in. Stabbing or waiting to stab?
Can you step?
She like brandishes the rapier, the magical rapier, and is I'll say that she just holds. She's gonna wait there, and if the ghost gets aggressive and spicy, then she will spice right back. Ooh. Very soon on that delicious, delicious thinning of the veil. That is Narkissa's turn. It's Narcissus' turn, and then it is Myric's turn. This music is so aggressive. 10, 15.
I've turned it all the way down. I can't hear it at all.
The glow man is going to disappear, and Myric is going to hold a magic missile.
My friend.
And
Oh my god, we could have used the glow man to pretend he was a ghost and talk through him the whole time.
Next time, darling.
What a fun shenanigan that would have been.
what a fun shenanigan!
Maybe
It
next
would
time.
be. It would be
What a lovely
Arundel's turn.
shenanigan.
What a lovely shenanigan! It would be Arundel's turn. Winnie, give me a persuasion check.
Ooh, 15 minus 2. What's that? 13.
13. I'm gonna roll. I don't know why I paused so long between those two segments.
It's very terrifying, sir.
I'm gonna roll.
I'm
I
gonna roll.
am going to roll.
Please do.
It's weirdly calming, though. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
The ghost starts to rush forward. And there's this moment where it like looks at Winnie and then looks at Narcissa and then looks at its own hand, and you can tell that it's like looking through its hand. She did this to me! And just runs out of the room. Well, floats. Whoosh. Out of the room.
Well,
And we are going to drop out of
Someone's
combat.
dealing
All
with
right.
some trauma.
I wonder who she is.
Sure, we'll find out.
So, we know this ghost is from like a really old battle, right?
You don't know, but I'm gonna say that, like, based on what you're seeing,
Like
what it
it's
just said,
seeing.
it's a good assumption. It's a good assumption that somehow he was involved with the debris, the battle that you're seeing around here.
While I was, chatting to him and whatnot, could I see anything on his armor? Any sort of were there wounds on him or anything like that that maybe show what his armor looked like now or something? Oh no, something has escaped.
Let's do. So let's do. What would this be? Roll a D. Sam, roll a D6. Reroll sixes.
What?
So don't count a 6. Just roll a 6. Roll a D6.
You're making me roll physical dice.
Yes, I am.
You're rude and mean. What a dick.
What a dick.
Luckily, I have them everywhere. How many? Just one?
Just one. Just the one D6.
Just the one. Hey, you want to come bless this? Are you sleeping? All
I
right.
like how we just thinned the veil and we're starting this thing all over again. Yeah.
4.
4.
Hell yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, very interesting. As
Not
the
comforting?
ghost sort of like flies away, Narcissa turns around and is just like, huh? Well, that was easy.
No! You grew an extra eye.
Another one?
Oh no.
All right.
I already had enough.
How many? Is 2 enough?
2's enough.
Okay, I
I
just
think
wanted to
2's
make
enough.
sure.
Honestly, I think 1 is
I don't
enough
know,
if
it's
you
kind of
really think
cool
about
effort.
it.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I know some creatures that exist without any eyes.
It's true. I guess 1 is all you really need.
Yeah. Creepy.
Yes.
That's fun.
I don't like it.
I wonder and she looks to the right with her 2 normal eyes and the one in her head to the left. Oh, that hurts. And she like just looks straight ahead and like puts them back.
All right, well, if it hurts, then maybe don't do it.
I think I got Haley in real life with that one.
Yep.
That one hurt me. I don't know why. My eyes hurt.
I've been watching too much Mike Flanagan to be grossed out by Matt anymore.
Eyes just creep me, I think.
Good to know.
Thanks.
Fair.
Pebble, you said that you had a way of not having this. Oh, you can see that she's just like sort of getting that sort of spacey look that Narcissa has sometimes. It is just like it's at 11 right now. It looks like she's looking through walls.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you can just kind of close it if you think really hard about it.
Think really hard about closing it or about just the eye?
Closing it. Like, just if you think about that eye and then it just imagine it closing. There.
And you do see it close. Her forehead looks completely normal. Ah, okay. That was a lot of information I was taking in all at once. It was a bit much.
Do you remember any of it? Anything interesting?
Yeah.
I could see... It felt like I was back in the Dreamlands. Felt like before
What
I
makes
got
you so
here.
right? Oh.
I could just see things that I kind of knew either weren't there or weren't there enough to be there. They weren't there yet. Or they'd already been there and had left. But then I could see him again.
Is that must be an eye thing.
An I thing?
Mm.
Not a you thing?
EYE, I think, darling.
Yes.
I think Haley hated me in that moment for just a small window.
I think it just took me longer than I thought it would, and then when it did click, I was like, oh, I don't have anything to say to that.
Fair.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you... Wait, could you always see your bunny?
No. I mean, I know she's there, but I can't normally see her.
Oh, well, that's a bit of fun for you, at least.
Yeah. Ooh, let me... You can see all 3 eyes like look up at the forehead. And she like scritches nothing. And then the eye closes again.
See? Cool.
She's cute.
She is.
I want to see it so bad. Oh, wait, do I have anything with my blind vision at all, or is it not even?
Not picking up anything.
Alright.
Nothing. For those who might be confused, the Narcissa is a Kalashtar, and her quarry is a small little like Almirage. It's a little bunny with a unicorn horn. So, what
Well,
do
with
we
the way
want to
these
do
eye
now?
things are going, I think you might get one soon. Probably.
I bet
Yeah.
not.
I mean, if they're giving out extra hands, I would take that. But...
Of all the things I've eaten and consumed, and I still haven't gotten one, maybe I don't know if I'm gonna get one at all.
Yeah, if we want Winnie to get an extra eye, keep thinning that veil.
Nope.
Incorrect.
What?
Banned.
Banned. As Danny fucking does it.
You can't ban me.
You need
Actually, I can ban Danny for the next 24 hours.
Oh, when the mods start fighting each other, that's when the chat gets real interesting.
The Civil War of 2024. Forgot what year it was for a second.
Oh,
I
man.
love you.
That rhymes. That shouldn't rhyme.
It does rhyme. No.
But yes, the ghost has apparently fled. You have done psychic damage to it enough to make it flee
Yes.
under
Was
trauma
I able to
response.
pick up any wounds or armor?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Did you roll perception for that?
No.
We got completely derailed
We
on the
did,
topic of
By
eyes.
the veil. Oh, I
Yeah.
got a natural 20.
It is just a night for natural 20s.
He had a name badge on.
He had a name badge on. I will say he did not have a name badge on,
Doug.
but he did have. You notice, like at first glance, it was like, oh, he's a dwarven warrior, got armor on, he's got like an axe and stuff. But when like the axe had a really like thin blade, like not thin as in like thin on the cutting edge, thin as in like if an axe head is normally like this, it was more like this. It was like just barely like a little bit on more of like a rod that he was kind of like had in not even a sheath. It was just like tucked into sort of like a banded belt around his waist. And beneath some of those bits of armor, he was armored, but beneath it, you would almost equate it to like, he looked like Papa, but with armor on top of like the usual robe getup. Sort of like little pouches and containers and things at the waistline and tucked into the belt and like in pockets, but with this sort of like extra layer of armor and protection on top.
I relay that to everyone and I say I think I would like to find him. If that's okay
Alright.
with you guys.
So, like a battle mage, maybe?
Maybe.
Mirik sort of
Possibly
nods.
so.
My first thought was, yes, that maybe he's a wizard. Maybe that is the wizard whose library we were looking for.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
If we find the library, we might be able to find out more about him and potentially be able to put him to rest peacefully rather than violently.
Always preferable.
Plan. Yes, let's keep looking then, yes?
Sounds good to me.
Should we check any of the doors along this hallway? Or do you think that they're all the same as everything else we've gone past?
Well, I think if we
It would
have...
hurt to look through them.
I'm happy to go along.
Wherever you would like to go, the dungeon is yours. You see Gary slowly bringing up the rear.
Yes, I feel like if he's hiding in one of these rooms, I don't want to startle him again. So we could always come back to them.
I feel like if we have... Do we know where the library is? Have we found that out yet?
You have not.
No. And I doubt it would be. Do any of the doors look special, or they all look the same?
So far, all of them have looked pretty nondescript, fairly like, I think Mirik would maybe be able to provide this word barracksy, kind of like
Okay.
military issue doors, but you have not stepped into this other sort of like courtyard looking room with all of the corpse yard. You have not stepped into that.
I might do so, but I'm really looking at the bodies rather than anything else.
Okay. What are you looking at the bodies for?
For our ghost friend. Anyone
Oh,
that is
like his
also wearing
physical body.
robes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if I can find it, like
Yeah.
if it's not there, that's good. Yeah.
No,
but like,
well,
I'm just having a look.
I
I
like
feel like
that
it's
idea.
obvious enough that there'd be a robed person with armor, with a bunch of pockets and whatnot. That maybe I could search that out.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. Give me a either
Could I give
investigation or perception.
A little help.
Yeah, you could do
I
advantage
was going to as well.
with Pebble's assistance.
I'm just
Yeah,
watching
I'll-
for danger.
Yeah.
I'm clearly the biggest one here. I'm just like...
You just well,
Yeah.
But 23.
23. With that 23,
Only until I get my growth spurt.
Of course, Stars.
so much.
You'll be the biggest one of us all.
I look forward to looking up to you.
I can't wait. It's so exciting.
I'll give you some flavor text to go with that 23.
Mm-hmm.
So you see
We
the
used to write
hallway.
a book about it.
The hallway leads into a large open chamber. There are 3 doors that open into it, and a dark pool fills a lone stone basin in its center, very similar to the room that you were in before. The chamber is littered with the remains of old warriors. 7 dwarf corpses lie where they fell. You know, at this point, like, dating is really difficult because it's a wide range, but at least 100 years ago, most likely longer. Surrounded by the remains of at least a dozen orc warriors of similar time of death. Again, they've been stripped of arms and armor. Anything that's left here has been corroded or damaged to the point of being useless. Just broken halves and shattered shields. And among them, you do not see any like wizardy looking dwarf.
Yeah.
It's all pretty standard fighters and dudes.
Nice.
Dudes in armor.
Cool.
Dudes doing things.
I will say with the 24, let me do a little quick double check. The 2 doors leading to the east in this room. Let me actually switch us over to the battle map so everyone else can see what we're talking about.
Hey.
The 2 doors to the east, so this one and that one, look very similar in terms of their sort of nondescript nature. This one actually has like a door handle with like a lock. Like it looks like a little bit more ornate. Looks like it could have been made private if wanted to. That said, time and disrepair have still worn down the wooden door pretty severely. But it does, if there's a door that looks different, it's that one.
After that, can I take a look at the well?
Sure.
And is it just see if it's just a normal well or another one of those weird ones?
Yeah, you can step up to the well. Looks pretty normal to you. No, it's again like the one in the previous common area that was just like it's a well. It's got some like pretty gnarly looking water in it, but it doesn't have the 3 figures. It doesn't have any runic scripts around it. It looks very functional.
Okay, great.
And how far along on that thinning the veil are we? We're ticking. We're getting there. Might be able to get another one.
Ugh.
No.
Sorry, Daja came out for a second.
I love it. I live for it. This is great.
I have no filter for Daja. Daja has absolutely no filter.
It's so good.
Daja's entire filter is taken up by making sure that all of the artificer weird forge cleric stuff that is going through their brain is internal.
Mhm.
Everything else doesn't matter.
So yeah, you've got
good lord.
that one door standing out. What would you like to do? Plenty of doors left to explore, though.
If we're going in, I'd like to go first. I think I'm the hardest to hit and can take the most hits of all of us.
I mean, the fancy door kind of sounds like it could be a library. Or seems like it.
Worth looking.
Worth looking.
All right.
Going in?
Oh,
I will. Yes.
Going in?
You, Daja.
You can click that door button. See what lies behind anytime you wish.
Sorry, I've lost track. Which door is it?
The southern
The
one.
south one. Yes.
This one. That's what I thought. Okay.
oops.
Ooh.
Too far.
What is it?
Ooh,
I'm
I think it might be the library.
I'm gonna pause you so that I can
Fuck
give
you.
Merrick, I found it.
I'm so sorry, man.
I'm gonna pause you. Fuck you. You wretched little boy.
I want the library. You tempted me with books. Even that's the books.
I will give you some flavor text. This chamber must once have served as the personal quarters of some important dwarf in the hierarchy of Kundrakar. It is decorated with tapestries and furnished comfortably, although age has certainly taken its toll on the contents. Apparently, the room has not been looted, setting it apart from the others here. A beautiful rug covers the center of the floor, and a simple bed and writing desk stand in the southwest corner. Daja, what is your passive perception?
I think it's pretty good. Let me see. Passive perception is 14.
14. As you enter the room, you hear from where that writing desk is a little like a paper shuffling, like the screech of like not a screech but like a little like a wood dragging on stone floor, like a bit of furniture that's behind the desk got moved a bit. And now I'll unpause. I just wanted to pause for flavor text. You're all fine. I'm not trying to kill any. Sam's look.
Sorry, I don't have my inside face on today.
Just deep incredulousness.
I trust you, except when you're DMing.
Bombastic side eye.
Is that you, Mr. Wizard?
All right. Well, it looks like personal chambers. Oop, I've shut the door.
You're like, we're done. Thank
We're
you. Bye-bye. We're moving on.
I think it's a library. Moving on.
And I will say the shelves in here, again, doesn't look like this room has been looted. They are full of books and scrolls and paper and various tomes.
Gorgeous. Well, it looks to me more like an office, but it could be considered a library. There's plenty of books and other such things.
Winnie, what did you say? Did you say?
I did hear something though, so don't charge in.
No, I just said, hello, is that you, Mr. Wizard?
No.
Oh,
Who is it then?
a duergar.
Oh, what? And you see
A dwarf,
like
darling.
slowly like peeking up over the corner of that writing desk. You see some like tight knit curly hair that's in kind of this like half fro. A little bit of a white. The veil opens further. What will come through next, we shall find out soon enough. A little bit of like a white tinge, maybe a little bit of graying to the hair. You see a woman slowly leaning up over the table. She's a little bit more haggard looking than this picture of her, but she is alive. She is sort of looking at you very skeptically, and you can see, like, you could probably imagine she's holding some sort of attempt at a weapon out of sight, as both hands are kind of like down low and are just like very slowly like appraising you over the table. Who are you?
Adventurers. We're not trying to hurt you, unless you decide to hurt us. Who are you?
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna grind this to a halt. Fantastic. Dirty fucking 20, Matt. Let's go.
I had faith in you. What are you talking
You
about?
did, and listen. The dice bear that out, so I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Giving me crap.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
Dirty 20.
My name's Idalla.
Right. What are you doing here?
Should almost ask the same of you. What brings you here?
I mean, I'm currently being. I still have that.
Yeah, you still have the house
thing on
arrest bracer on.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. Not of my own accord, but the duergar have decided that I'm working for them now.
I'm not familiar with the dark dwarfs. I'm sorry, I'm
Yes.
not. And the rest of you? She sort of peers past Daja, seeing Pebble scooching in the door frame, Winnie hovering there.
I'm Pebble. I'm a stone giant.
It'll go easy if you just drop.
I haven't hit my growth spurt yet.
Okay.
Just. They're a mighty warrior. Just continue along.
I'm Winnie. Trying to help get rid of the ghost that's around here.
So you're not his friend.
Doing-
He's haunting you as well.
Yes, he
You're gonna have to be
aged-
more specific, darling.
Sort of.
He frightened and aged me 30 years.
Well, that
We did
depends on
make him
which.
cry though, so
Who are you speaking of? There's been many hauntings and quite a bit of uncanny
ghost.
nonsense.
The one out there.
Yes, no, I'm going to need you to be more specific, darling. There's many of them.
I've only seen one ghost here.
Oh, all right. What did he look like?
Dwarven, medium-length beard when he chose to have a face. Bits of armor on top of his robes. I think this used to be his sanctum, and for some reason he can't come back in here, and that's been my only reprieve in this place.
Oh. Interesting. Has he hurt you?
how come he's haunting you?
I don't know. Maybe he's just haunting this place, but I can't leave. Every time I
not?
go out there, he's there, and the nightmares have made it to where I can't stand it.
Oh, darling.
If it's
I'm so sorry you're having nightmares.
if it's anything like you, she's looking at Winnie, then I've already aged at least a decade. I don't know if I'll survive another one.
Well, do you have anything of his in your pockets?
I mean, I've read his books. If this is his library, then his name is Arundel. I've read his books, I've read his notes, I've tried to figure out a way to fix him, to end the haunting, but at this point, I'm barely keeping it together in my own head. Have you not had the nightmares? How recently did you get here?
I mean, I always have nightmares. It's not. I haven't had any specific to hear. I think I've had some visions, I suppose.
Was
What
it
kind?
2 days
Could you tell
ago?
us more about them?
I'll say Narcissa is like a little bit retreaty. She's not moved in to conversation. She's just listening at the behind the doorway. But at mention of like the nightmares, I'd say Narcissa bristles a little bit at that.
Block that and keep talking.
There's a creature below. I've been trying to mix enough tinctures that I can sleep dreamlessly, but it doesn't work all the time, and it gets more vivid. It's hunting me. Every time it gets closer, and it just makes everything worse when I go out there. I see their faces move. I see their bones speak. There is a dragon here, and it is eating my sanity. As I imagine it will come for yours in time.
How long have you been in here?
Maybe a month.
Okay. So
I've been
with
here
any of
longer
these
than a month,
people were
right?
alive.
No, you've only been here like a couple days.
Oh,
Like 4-ish days. It's only been like 2 weeks since Sunless Citadel started.
all right. Dope. Sounds about right.
So, wait, so Dagna didn't get here too much earlier than we did?
Mm-mm. Daja got here pretty recently.
Or, yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know that
Vidipel
Daya's been sleeping super much and has not a ton of time perception when hyper-focused. So
You've been sleeping enough to not get exhaustion, but absolutely, you've been doing enough work, and the shifts have been weird to where it's like, what the fuck is a day? That doesn't exist down in a sunless place, right?
no. I don't feel hungry when I'm hyper-focused, so how would I conceptualize meals?
Yeah.
Do you want to stick with us and we can help you get out of here?
I'm not leaving this room. Everything gets worse when I'm outside this room.
ever again.
Maybe if that ghost is gone, maybe if the dragon isn't so
And-
loud in my
I mean,
head.
Why
we
did you
ran
come
the
down
ghost
here?
off.
Pebble,
Were
what
you
were you
sent
gonna
by
ask?
someone?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I came here the same reason anyone does, looking for treasure. We got this deep, and things just kept getting worse.
Who's we?
I came here with a few, not friends, business partners. We were hoping to find wealth, kick in the door, get it, get out, and I'm the only one left alive.
I'm sorry, darling. That feels brutal.
Do you know what happened to the others?
Kedrick died in that weird temple. And Volmir, the nightmares got him. And you could see her kind of like looking out of us, like giving solid side eye to like one of the doors that leads out of this room. You can see this room. There's the door that you came in, and then there are two more doors leading, one to the east, one to the south. She's sort of giving a little bit of side eye to one of those doors when she mentions the other guy.
Have you, so the body of the dwarf isn't here.
The dwarf, the ghost, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen. I thought he was in league with the dragon. That's why I don't
I don't
know.
think he's in league with anyone.
I
He's
don't
been
think
trapped
so.
here as well by someone. I thought maybe you, but no, I don't think so.
Possibly
He did
himself.
mention a she.
Hmm.
There seemed to have been a battle that something happened keeping him here. I don't think it's you. I think you just got caught in the crossfire.
With all the books that you've read, do you have any insights on him and what they were doing?
He was the chief wizard here. And the orcs attacked. The orcs dug their way into the mountain. This was a while ago. We avoided the orcs that were at the mountain door. We didn't bother with them. So maybe they're descendants of the ones that did the fighting a long time ago, but I don't know that much. I just know that the dwarves fled here. They were doing their own things, setting up the forge, creating a fortress here. The orcs apparently dug in through the side of the mountain, created a tunnel down to the Glitterhang, is what they called it. From there was a siege, and eventually the orcs broke through. I think Arundel was trying to fortify this place, and things just went wrong. And that was, for all intents and purposes, forever ago. That was all I found a few scrabbled notes of his, but they're all... He was clearly losing it. He'd fled from the majority of the fighting, and when he came back, everyone was dead, and he started cobbling together some sort of defense, but there was no one to defend against. The looting had already happened.
Maybe it's guilt keeping him here then? Because that's what it sounded like. If he left them and came back and they were all dead.
He did say that he was blaming himself.
Or does his notes mention a leader of the...
A she? A her?
I could double check if it was... That detail didn't really pop out to me when I was reading through, but I could give it another look over.
It's worth a shot.
Why do you ask?
He might have been called away from battle to do something for her, or to talk to her, whatever that is. That could have been the reason. And then when he returned, everyone was dead, and the guilt overtook him. He said something about it being her fault, I think.
And
I remember
he said,
that.
she did this to me?
Yeah, she did this to me, but that could be, wider ranged of meaning.
There's a little bit of like a look of relief on her, and she starts like looking over at the books. She's relaxed, and you can actually see like both of her hands come up, and she puts like basically like the leg of a chair up on the desk. I can start looking. It'll keep my mind busy. That always helps.
Do you want to share what's in these 2 rooms so we don't have to worry about checking them?
Oh, yes. I mean, feel free to.
Good call, darling.
Feel free to if you need to. That one is sort of a supply room, partially a bedroom, and this other one is just a storage closet.
Is there anything left in the storage closet?
Nothing of use. I've been using it to harvest what I can in terms of usable food, potable water. Not the food itself, but a couple of rats got in. They make good enough.
Why were you afraid of one of them?
Afraid of what?
It seems that you were uneasy about one of the doors. But from what you've said, neither seem to be difficult.
I put Volmir in the closet. I didn't want to look at him anymore.
I see.
When he passed.
Entirely fair. Understood.
There is a secret compartment. I think maybe Arundel was suspicious of his fellows or something. He kept a couple of more valuable gems and some scrolls for his private collection in there. I was hoping to be able to leave here with them, but honestly, if you can get me out of here safely, then they're yours.
I might go have a look.
She gestures towards the bedroom that's to the east.
East.
I'll go with you.
Going in first. Well, too late.
I know, I just like going in first. I'm like, ah,
shit.
As soon as you said that, Winnie like just stays in the doorway and like splits her legs so you can
just
yeah.
And you do see that it is just a very moldy, very stuffy bedchamber. Nothing in particular here. You can give a perception check if you wanted to.
Love to. A 23, Matthew.
I also got a 23.
I will continue to roll the digital dice so that I can actually contribute.
This is a scam. I love that the dice maker is completely eschewing all physical dice in order to preserve some sense.
They love everybody else. They hate me.
That's fair. That's fair. Totally fair.
I am using my Raven and Riddle dice.
What did you get, Winnie?
23 as well.
Okay, both of you very
That
easily.
consistently uses his dice to crit, his Raven and Riddle dice to crit on me.
Both of you very easily do find that secret compartment she mentioned. It's just like right next to the bed. There's just a little like pressed stone and a little slide to the side. And you can see a little bit of treasure that's been squirreled away there.
Are there any journals?
In this room, no. This room doesn't look like it has any writing materials. Either there never were, or potentially Idalla like moved them from this room into the library just to keep everything cogent.
Yep. What does Mirik want those scrolls? Mirik will want those scrolls to look
I think
over
Merrick
them.
will want those scrolls, yes. I can grab as many as I can. Can I carry all of them?
After you, she's like sort of looking at what you're doing. I mean, I'm still
All right.
trapped
Okay,
here,
yes.
right?
Oh, darling, no, we're getting you out. Don't worry. Sorry, have I done this in the wrong order?
No, I think we just
Can
honestly,
I
we can look
say,
at that.
hey Narcissa, you want to look for secrets?
Sure, yeah. Narcissa will join. At this point, Mirik, I will also say joins, because this is the library.
We won't touch the scrolls until after then.
All right. I mean, I don't want to make you distrust us or anything.
It's just I realize that maybe you're assuming it'll be easy, but I wouldn't be here if it was easy. I don't want to be here any
Oh no,
more than anyone else.
no, I understand that, darling. I just regardless of if it's hard or easy, it's going to get done. So we might as well just go. And if these scrolls
what
can
happened
help
to your
us,
weapon?
Pebble, what was that?
Oh no, you can. I can do it after. I can ask after.
The scrolls are useful, but they're not enough. They're not anything that's going to make a dent in a dragon or kill a ghost.
entirely fair, darling.
What happened to your weapon? If you had one, or do you use magic?
I used a weapon, but I went out there and fear overtook me. I was flailing around and I lost it.
What'd you use?
I think we could possibly get it back.
Dagger.
Oh.
Can
you use a spear?
I can if I need to. I'm not bad with one.
I might have something extra as well. No. Light hammer?
Yeah. Oh.
Pebble, what were you gonna do?
I mean, I was gonna. Well, if you prefer the light hammer or the spear, anything's better than the table leg.
Fair. Probably the spear. I got like a little bit of reach if I can manage it.
I'll go ahead and hand. Okay, I'll hand that over.
She reaches out and takes the spear, and there's a little bit of that like accidental touch of your hands, like fingers on yours, and there's a little bit of like static electricity. Like, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, Mr. Darcy.
Does that feel weird? Is that a weird thing to have happened?
Not necessarily.
On stone floors?
Don't you got equipment that's knocking around. You have static electricity. I want a little spark to happen. I'm sorry.
I'm making sure.
Listen, I felt the Jane Austen of it, darling. I'm here for it.
Okay. I didn't.
a gay spark?
I don't trust Matthew. I was like, is this some sort of electrical ghost? Is there an electrical ghost
fair.
lying to
Honestly,
us?
I'm glad that you clocked that, because I didn't. I got wrapped up in the Bridgerton of it all.
Oh,
No.
amazing.
There's
Y'all-
a trick
I'm with
afoot.
Sam on that one.
Y'all are the best. I love it so much.
Oh, good lord.
If it's sweet, I'll let it be, but if not, I'm not going to let that slide.
I mean, you can
No,
make an insight
I
check.
appreciate you.
No, it's fine.
I will.
If it turns out to be a spark ghost,
Matthew. It's only a 14.
Seemed like a completely innocuous moment.
it's not a lightning elemental that we need to worry about.
No. Just a little bit. Ooh. Sparks flew as they were touching each other's spear. Do we really have to look into it that much for it?
No. She spent the last 15 minutes rubbing her feet onto the rug to make sure the next person she touches.
Love it.
Was it water rooster again? Sorry, it's a random thing from last time.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Who's a water rooster again?
Who's a water rooster again? Yeah, love it. What a good callback to
Sorry.
random post.
I didn't think
chat.
that was even on
It
stream.
wasn't
I
on
think
stream
that
at all.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
it was
I
incredible.
apologize.
We did reference it last episode though. I missed it entirely, but I
Okay.
love it.
Oh god. I don't think anyone who was in that chat is here. I'm gonna stop derailing us. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. So what do we do now?
I don't know. Do you think that we could take on a dragon?
I don't know. If you really want to find out, I'd say sleep. see it for yourself.
I don't know.
I mean, I
Are you dreaming
don't
about a
usually
dragon?
dream about.
I dream of the dragon. Well, nightmare of the dragon. And then
What does the dragon look like?
you can see that she's like having a visceral reaction, like
Yeah.
remembering, jaw clenching, eyes closing. Its eyes are huge. Just these orange pits. It looks. You can actually see like she's slowly taking in more of each of you, like looking more at you and like trying to lower that guard, and then all of a sudden you see it slam back up because she looks at Winnie and sees that like 30 years of age on the fungus. It looks like you.
Oh,
It has these growths on its neck. It's like a snake coming out of something. Huge wings.
well, re-explain that again. Like me, I have fungus all over my arms,
It's like that.
and like that, fungus.
I think so. It's these horrid like caps, like scales that have molded and grown out of its neck.
Well, I mean,
And
it's
there's-
not horrid. It's when he like pats her moss.
I
Sorry.
pat Winnie's back. No, it's really cool.
No, darling, your moss is
It's really
lovely.
cool
It's
on you.
gorgeous. I think she's seeing it in nightmare form, and that it gives it a little bit of a different spin. But yours is lovely.
Mm.
You can see this like apologetic look, but it's just she's grappling with a lot of emotions at the moment.
Yeah, fair.
It sounds really old. It didn't come up in his or books.
They mentioned that they don't go deeper than the forge. They have the water. They don't need to mine any further, and he didn't have a lot of notes about the operations itself. It seemed like he was here more in an advisory role, more to help if they needed magic. It wasn't his focus. If it was there, it was quiet, and it's been growing. It's been hundreds of years since they died, so it could have been here the whole time, just younger and now not.
And you haven't seen it in person, just in your nightmares.
I haven't left this room since I got here, and I didn't have the first nightmare until I got to this mountain, and it wasn't as bad. I dreamt of it, and it was in the distance. I heard a roar, and that was it.
Does that feel familiar at all? For...
We've definitely heard it. We've heard it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we
There's-
have, haven't we?
There's no way to know,
Mhm.
like, if her roar
it
was the
the
same
same?
as
Yeah.
your roar. You also heard it while you were awake, so that's a significant difference. But, I mean, yeah, you
Mhm.
did hear a roar before anything else has happened.
Yeah.
And you definitely had weird-ass dreams the first night that you slept here.
Okay. We did.
Or actually, sorry, not the first
Right.
night, the second night.
Okay.
Yeah. I dream about a really big weird ass monster, but it's different than your really big.
Yeah.
She actually does like kind of like half laugh at that. Like, well, interesting.
Mm. Do you know its name?
I don't. And even if I did, I would dare not say it.
Interesting.
Did Narcissa actually finish looking around her?
Oh
Nothing-
yeah, good point.
Nothing secret.
Good point. She would have 1,000% said something. So
Secrets.
secrets. Can you actually roll with advantage for me? Roll a perception check.
Okay.
She has a +2 on her perception, but with advantage.
That would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
Ooh. Let
What was that
me
noise again?
Ooh.
It's a good noise. I appreciated it.
Good. I'm glad. What the heck? Do they not have a DC for these things? Oh yeah, get there. Get there. We love it.
Just crawls directly up my spine.
I looked so long for a sound that would be like good but not intrusive. I was very happy when I found that one.
It reminds me of.
I'm gonna call that
Harry
deeply
Potter
intrusive, but I
speaking.
appreciate you.
What'd you say?
It reminds me of the is it Parcel Tongue? The snake
Yes.
speech in
Yep.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Let's see below. Okay. All right. What'd you say? Dirty 20? Danny,
Yes.
you said dirty 20
Yes,
on
I
the
did.
percent. Okay, cool. I am going to say that that's
Yes.
good enough. I'm not actually finding a DC on the specific door that Narcissa gives the rooms a once over. She also she kind of gives a quick check into Idalla and then goes into that closet room and just gives it a quick look over for stuff. You do see her note the presence of the body and then moves out of there. But she also does a look around in the main room and does find a secret door in that larger common area where the well is.
Sweet.
Found a secret.
Ooh, secret.
Secret. I got a secret.
You are very good at finding those.
I don't know where it goes, but I could check it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's check it.
yeah. I'll try to come behind her to make sure.
Can we leave?
there's nothing
Can we
behind
leave
it.
the room?
Pebble, as you start to leave, Idalla is like, could you please stay? I don't want to.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and stay in the room, but make sure I can look out.
And opening that door for y'all. Narcissa does a quick check. No traps, no nothing. And once you find the door, it's pretty easy to surmise what it does. And Narcissa can step into there and sees a very long hallway. Let me actually move us to the battle map so that we can see. So yeah, Pebble, are you back in the room with Idalla?
Yeah, I tried to get there on my
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry.
my boundary.
Walls.
I think I got stuck.
Cool.
Yeah.
Narcissa sort of leans back out of the hallway. Ooh, this is a long hallway. Lots of stuff here.
Daja, will you go with them, please?
Of course, yes, of course, darling.
I want to stand here where I can watch everyone.
Oh, sorry. All right, where are we going?
Down the hall to the left.
Pebble, are you coming with, darling?
No, Pebble, for some reason, is
no.
staying and I'm nervous.
All right.
Yeah, she asked me to stay, so
I just
We're going down here, yes?
Yeah.
Not with Narcissa.
don't want to be alone. Not
No, of course.
not if you're stirring up that ghost. And so Narcissa can lead the way down this hallway, and she does see as it continues, it branches. You can see that there is a turn to the east. No, west, sorry. And then it continues
West?
further down. West? It continues
Can I
further
also
down.
just- as they continue, as they say, I just say, don't forget that just off to that side that should be coming back around to the room we weren't allowed in. back at the duergars.
Oh.
If you want me to do a survival check to notice that, let me know.
No,
But
I think
otherwise, I feel like I've been paying attention to where
Yes.
we weren't, because I've been on it the whole time. Like, this is
Mhm.
where we're not allowed to go.
Yes. No, I think it was very smart of you to notice that. Absolutely. If this was like Pathfinder, we'd be doing dungeoneering checks for that kind of stuff. But yes, you're noticing like, oh crap, it's bending back towards like duergar territory. So, not to say that I'm not going to say that behind that door is a place you shouldn't go, but being mindful that like, oop, it's starting to arc back.
Yeah, I just want to make sure people, they know.
Yeah. So everyone can see on stream. It's kind of faded out where all over here, this is where the great room was, the throne room, where all of those meetings were. And they were told not to go into the room beyond that. And yes, indeed, that hallway is like definitely making its way into this big black blob of mysterious, might be bad for us. Should we go west or south?
What's calling you, darling? Where are you trying to be?
Well, if we
I
don't,
mean,
if we don't want to
according
risk
to
going west,
West is yes.
then we could try south first.
All right, might as well.
I keep trying to move Narcissa on the wrong map. 10, 15. Moves down there.
I'm coming. Sorry.
And I'll say, I think Mirik would be following as well. Mirik might stay back at the branch just to keep an eye on that door. Winnie, how Among Us suspicious are you being of keeping an eye on Forward Party and Idalla plus Pebble? You're muted.
Sorry. I think I'm just listening. So I'm listening out for if anything sounds off. Like if a scuffle happens, I feel like I'm going to notice that more than... But I'm giving people privacy if that's what they wanted, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I'm not listening in on conversations or anything like that. I'm just keeping an ear out for... Because I can't see... I mean, I got a torch, which is fine. But like,
yeah.
Winnie usually can't hear shit, see shit, so she's just listening.
I'm gonna pause the forward deployed bit just for a bit and go give you a little bit of what you are hearing. Idalla starts like taking out books and stuff and starts leafing through them. All right, let's see what kind of monsters in your dreams? That's not a common occurrence, I don't think.
Probably not, but when I came here from Jotunheim, I almost drowned, and then I started dreaming about a really giant monster with a lot of tentacles. Or tails, maybe? Not quite sure.
Interesting. Jotunheim, that's a good distance away.
Yeah, I told you, I'm a stone giant. I was, with my parents, but it's just me right now.
Gotcha. No one waiting at home for you?
My clan, but I don't know what happened to my parents when I went under. I woke up alone.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I want to believe they're still alive. Maybe. I made it out. They had to, right? They're like 20, 30 feet tall. They had to be okay, right?
Stone giants are tough. I think if you've made it this far, that's certainly showing it, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
And you can see she's kind of like, she's constantly checking over Pebble's shoulder, like past Pebble, not to like look at Winnie, but is like the door being open is clearly like she's just trying to like ignore that she can see out to where all those bodies are. This is after he got back. Shoves the book back on the shelf. It's one of these three, I bet. I'm sorry. Do you mind if we move to the other room? I keep seeing the bodies move.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Sorry you yell that.
It's not your fault. It's a stupid creature.
Before as she's moving to the other room, can I open the eye and see if I see anything? Like out of her view, I don't want her to see that and get all freaked out.
So she's moving. She's got her back to you, and is moving towards the bedroom. You open the eye, and you could see this like unsettling fog around her. It's not. You don't think it's coming from her. It's just this like noticeable like psychic heaviness. If you want, you could try and make an insight check.
Sure. Can I also look out the door and see if I can see anything? Like the body's moving, like she says.
Yeah, I think for that, give me. I'll do the same insight check.
Okay. First one's a 12. Second one is. Oh wait. Same one.
Same one, yeah. So was it 12 total?
So 12.
Okay. You look out and you're seeing like. You're not sure if you're seeing it or if it's like the suggestion of she saw the bodies move, so now I'm sort of thinking I'm seeing the bodies move. You're not sure how much of is being caused by that, right? You could tell that this eye is looking into things of imagination. I'll say with your insight check, you can definitely tell that this eye is looking into like a psychosomatic realm, something that would be akin to a dreamland, but it's like the border ethereal. It's not really here. It's not strong enough to be like physical objects. You saw Narcissa's bunny, but that was like, that's a thing that's definitely here. This is all sort of like after images and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna close it before I follow her.
Okay. You following her into the room?
Yeah. What did I get from her for that insight? Nothing, or?
It's just a psionic heaviness. You're not really getting enough to tell you either way.
That's fine. Okay.
Alrighty. Go ahead and move yourself on the map, and then we can jump down to what's happening with forward excursion team. So, continuing down. Daja, what's your passive perception?
14.
14. As you're getting close to this door, you're already starting to hear a like. And at first you're like, oh man, that's kind of like, that's a heavy wind. But now thinking back, you remember being in the forge that further east in that area, there was a heavy sound of like a waterfall. And Narcissa does like a quick check around the door, listens, isn't hearing any sort of movement or anything. And when she opens the door, you do indeed see a rope ladder descending into darkness with this fine spray of water coming off of what is clearly like a waterfall flying down into this pit. And Narcissa like looks out and then immediately looks back over her shoulder with that third eye open. It's definitely down there. It's definitely down there. And she like winces, closes it.
All right, good to know.
It's definitely down there. Definitely down there.
All right. All right, well, should we go report back to everyone else? I don't want to make any big moves, especially if it's down there. Without checking in on everybody.
She makes a move to like close the door. Yeah. And like noticeably relaxes as soon as the door is closed.
All right, good.
Yeah, we should
Interesting.
go back. You said go back? Do we want
I think so, yes.
Do we want to check that other path first?
I think maybe let's have everyone with us at that point.
Okay. So she'll start following you back northward.
Yes, I think so. Sorry, too many
Is
tabs
Mirek
open.
having any sort of reaction hearing about this dragon with the growths and all of those bits and pieces that's going on?
I'll say I rolled real low on deception. I'll say that you're probably picking up a few ticks. I don't want to read too much into it without Mark being here to further expound, but I will just say that
I
there's
just wanted to
more of
see
those
if there
like
was any.
you're getting those same sort of like just sort of like noticeably not responding kind of responses that you've seen from Mirek before.
Cool.
So Mirek and Daja and Narkissa start heading back. And in the bedroom, Idalla starts pulling out the journals, starts going through the pages faster. Yeah, here. He's talking a little bit about the orcs here. Do you read what languages do you know? I'm very rusty in my dwarven.
Definitely not dwarven. Undercommon, primordial, and giant. There were dwarves around, but we didn't see them much.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, when we did, they spoke undercommon mostly.
I'm really glad you're here. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed, knowing that I'm not alone in this anymore.
Good.
Well, yeah, we're definitely here to help.
You know what would really help? Can I have a kiss?
Sure.
At this moment, you feel that, like, innate pull. Give me a Constitution savings, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
This is why we don't trust you, Matthew.
This is exactly why you don't trust me. Haley's been on my ass since I pulled this shit, and I finally got you in a different room.
I got so excited for a hot second because I was like, "Ooh, they're cute." No.
Yeah, I've been getting
My
private
trust has been
messages.
shattered. I had this
Shattered.
much trust, and now it is.
No more.
Cool.
I have
Cool.
not been rolling well all day, and it continues with an 8.
Okay.
So it's just like another extra eye, right? Like,
Yeah, it's just another one of those. It's no biggie deal.
That's all.
it's just like something chill, right?
I am actually genuinely scared to roll these dice.
Do you like it, Matthew?
Oh, you know what? I have inspiration.
Oh,
Let me
do it.
Let me reroll
Do
that.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
Okay?
it. Do it. Do it. Do
I'll
it.
keep doing math on my end.
Okay. That's a dirty 20. Please tell me that works.
We'll find
The
out.
thing is that in any other campaign, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, we're good." Not if the DC is 22.
Pebble, it's this strange thing ever since that little spark. It's like you've been connected a little bit. There's been this innate trust. And you just want to comfort her. You just want to be there for her in a moment of vulnerability. She leans down, and as your lips meet, at first it's like drinking a cold glass of water after a hot day, and that cold keeps growing deeper, and suddenly it feels like your soul is being yanked out of your body. Like all of the tenderness, all of the connection, all of being there for someone you are trying to be wholly there for her to the removal of self. What is your maximum hit points?
Yeah.
28.
I want you to know, I'm proud of you for remembering inspiration.
Oh, thank God.
Had you not remembered,
Mm-hmm.
you would be dead. I rolled 35 points of psychic damage. And this ability, save or not, reduces your maximum hit points by the amount of damage taken. So rather than taking 35, you take 17 points of damage. Your maximum hit points are reduced to 17. As you feel yourself go limp in her arms, she is holding you inches from the ground, and you could feel the nails grow long as she starts holding your face on both sides, black coating her skin like she's dipped her arms in ink, wide wings spread out, reaching towards the ceiling. It has been a long time since I've tasted someone so good. That fool Arundel was delicious. You're so much better. I need another. And we'll find out if you survive next week.
Oh, God.
Gonna fight a succubus.
You're gonna use my gayness against me.
After hearing
This is not
get
what I meant when I said
sexual-
unhinged.
After hearing this get a little sexual, can I see if Winnie would have been super curious to see, or if she would have given privacy?
I'm gonna let you hang on to that thought for a week, and we'll see what Winnie sees. How much Winnie chooses to intrude on this tender and violent moment.
I don't think it's tender anymore, my dude.
Yeah, I failed my wisdom saving throw a long time ago.
When the spark happened, I messaged
Ooh.
Danny privately to roll a wisdom save. It was low.
But
I've been doing everything she says. for a
5d10 plus 5 psychic damage.
Jesus Christ.
why do you become like Roger
Thank
Rabbit
God
when
for
you're
that
killing
inspiration. Oh my God.
It's a horror campaign. You signed up
It
for
is,
this
that's
shit.
true.
Thank you
Yep.
to the Gary Gygaxian nightmare that decided the
Oh.
one NPC that knows common in this whole half of the dungeon is a fucking succubus. I have been waiting to pull this shit off with you gaggle of gays this entire time. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait.
I literally got so excited about the gay that I forgot who the DM was. That I like, if you rewatch it back, I get like really happy for a second, then go,
You
oh
guys-
shit.
You guys literally gaslit me into thinking that I was ruining a lovely gay moment.
No.
I was like, lovely gay moments happen between the PCs, not between Matt. So like that, I learnt my fucking lesson.
No, that's why I was like trying to be like, Haley, you were right. You were right. I misjudged. I'm not trying to gaslight you. I'm on your
As
side.
soon as I
No,
got that first message, I
during-
was like, oh my God, I want to tell Haley so bad, but I
As
can't.
soon as you said, as soon as Pebble was in the room on their own, my entire body was like, alert, alert, alert. And then I was like, Haley, if you ruin this cute queer moment, you're going to be so upset. So make
Please
sure you
ruin
at
it.
least stand outside the room. No!
Look at how happy Matt is. You absolute demon. Oh.
Please,
No more cute gay
please
moments.
Follow me. Please follow me.
My Pebble! My beautiful Pebble!
My Pebble, we just got Pebble back. We can't do so now. Pebbles aren't edible, Matthew. Put it down.
They are for me.
Oh God, I have so much soul.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to my wonderful cast of players for going along with my horribleness. Be sure to tune in for the rest of the week. We got Sunset over Vangeli on Wednesday. We have a surprise for you on Friday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. On top of the double surprise of Patreon next Friday. So stay tuned for all kinds of tales coming down the pipe. You are not going to want to miss it. Until then, thank you for watching. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. And as always, are you ready for more tales?
Always!
Yes.
Always,
you
darling.
are. You crave it.
In my
Bye-bye.
sleep, I yearn for it.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye.